G'day folks, welcome back to Tales of the Shire. We're back in Bywater in the Green Dragon Tavern. Just because in the previous episode we did have a chat with Lily about a few of those cooking club missions, but I am actually curious to see where we're at with the cooking club because we didn't exactly manage to unlock the third tier here, or level 3, to get to another cooking station. So I'm hoping to do a little bit more cooking in this episode to be able to get us across the line. We will need to have a chat with Lily about the Bywater dish, or the signature Bywater dish, so we may as well get that done and dusted right now. So Lily, we had an idea for a Bywater dish. Nora's told me what you've been up to. Bywater fish in a creamy sauce, I hear. With mushrooms, and some herbs, or smells that feel like a summer meadow. We've got some lovely herbs that'll do that, and Sandyman wants it to be a pie, I hear. I don't think he minds as long as it uses his flour. A pie is nice. It'll bring all the flavors together and some hearty vegetables, and this'll be a dish worthy of our village. So what are we saying here? Like a pie with a creamy fish and mushroom sauce, like creamy sauce, sorry, a creamy fish and mushroom sauce filling, I guess. Send out our invites, get the ingredients, and get cooking, Hobbit. Alright, we shall. I've got some flour you can have for the pie pastry. I'm not sure your dining table has enough seats for this meal. There's a fine place for a picnic up near the 3 farthing stone that'll be big enough. Or 3 farthing stone, rather. And a Bywater dish should be served in a place with a beautiful view of the village. Good idea. Anything else? Just one thing, Blue. Don't tell my husband the pie was Sandyman's idea. I'll never hear the last of it. Okay, that's true. Looks like your backpack's full, Blue Love. Would you like to make some room in your backpack, or should I get Orlo to pop by with the Bywater dish for you? Get Orlo to bring the Bywater dish. Yeah, cool. He shouldn't be too far off, Blue Love. Have a peek in your post box when you're home. No worries. Speaking of home, it's getting late. We ought to head home and have a sleep. Just quickly break out the lantern, just in case there's anything worthwhile picking up that the fireflies are going to tell us about. But I do feel like we might not even have the appropriate space for it. Despite us having, more backpack space now. I don't know, we've got a few things that we could probably try to sell off. Orlo? Okay. It's telling us to go somewhere. Okay, it's just telling us about the walnuts. Yeah, not interested. And these blackberries, not exactly interested either. That's okay. I think it's time to call it a night anyway, so... Now, we haven't exactly done any invites for the day. Because, well, I mean, we're going to be very busy tomorrow feeding people the Bywater specialty dish. So... we probably don't need to overwhelm ourselves too much. All this stuff, I think I can sell. Maybe I'll just tuck away some of the dishes, though. And just that I can get a few of these things out of the way, I do want to just grab all of the stuff that's been given to us. So is that the Bywater pie? I think so. The Bywater fish pie. The Bywater dish. Yep. I don't know if we have space for more. Yeah, it's bedtime. I feel like this is the latest we've been awake for. Oh, okay, the Bywater dish isn't exactly here. It's probably just a recipe that we've learnt. Which means we should be able to just pick up the last gift here. Actually, is it necessary for me to go to the post box every single time? I think I could probably read some of this stuff from the writing table, right? Alright, so all of this I could probably archive as well, because we have had the meal. Everyone was pretty happy with us. And I was happy with the fact that I could actually get everything across the line. Let's have a sleep. Alright, and it has switched over to winter now, so since it's getting a little bit cold, maybe we ought to wear the cloak. I wonder if the clothing and all that sort of stuff changes to suit the season that we're in. But anyway, for the time being, I think we'll do... yeah, maybe we'll do the fisher's shirt. Save the changes there. So, make 4 serves of the Bywater dish. 0 out of 4. We're gonna need to figure out what it needs, in fact. So, it could be a challenge, right, to make it. Where is it? Bywater dish. So, we don't have any cream. So, we're gonna need to firstly buy some cream before we can even get it over the line. And that's fine. Which means perhaps maybe we don't need to do it today. We could do it on a different day. Yeah, it looks pretty chilly out here. So my plan is to perhaps maybe remove some of these plants naturally as, you know, as they're being harvested. I think we can do that. So we're not forced to remove anything. I think. Hopefully some of these things will actually grow. Check out the mail again. More gifts from more people. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about like reading all of the stuff though. Grab all of that, and what do we get here? So Old Noakes keeps giving us some sort of weird and wonderful things that I have no idea how to use. Okay, backpack's a little full. Cabbage sprout. I'll sell the cabbage sprouts, actually. I think could give us quite a bit of cash. And I wonder if selling certain veggies out of season would net you a bit more silver. That'd be kind of cool if there was a mechanic like that. So you could potentially like keep all of your produce, aside from the stuff that you end up, you know, using and cooking and stuff. And then, you know, selling things the next season, and you could perhaps make quite a bit of money. Alright. More tales with more people. Hobbits, we like to make small talk every now and then in Bywater. Don't worry about not being here long. You've always been welcome to say hello. When you've a moment, come and find me. We can have a bit of small talk ourselves. Okay, sure. What's Bree like? Hello, Blue. I'd love to hear more about Bree the next time you're visiting the farm. That's where I usually am most days. I don't get much chance to talk to hobbits outside of Bywater. Okay, cool. We can talk about Bree. Who are you? Are you that stranger I've seen about? Best let me get a look up close or there'll be trouble. Okay. But old Noakes, you always say to me that you're going to turn me into bait. Do we have space? We do have a little bit of space, actually. I should be throwing some of this other ingredient, though, into the pantry, and then we can catch maybe 3 fish. The conies. Alright, let's catch 3 fish. Who knows, we might be able to find a new type of fish now that it's winter time. And look at this, Bywater looks absolutely stunning in all of this frost. Surprisingly, there's not a lot of, like, snow. Maybe it doesn't snow too much around here. At least we don't have to wade in snow. Because perhaps maybe that would be a little bit too cold and painful. I think we're probably just finding some of the regular fish out here. One more. I think I'll keep the stone loach, actually. We might need that. Interesting to see what we can harvest this time of year. This looks like just more walnuts, so maybe walnuts last a couple of seasons. I don't see the hedge mustard anywhere. So let's have a chat with young Tom, because we do need the cream as well. I'll keep the white buttons, actually. Alright. I'll buy all of the cream. Because we do need, I assume, 1 batch of cream for each dish. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have a lot of different types of cheeses available. It's always the Sheffield cheese. I can buy a little bit. I just want a little bit of money available for buying some seeds. Keen to check out what we can grow in winter. So cabbage, not the cabbage sprouts, although the cabbage sprouts can also grow this season. Carrots, yes please. Actual cabbage, yes please. Brown onions, apparently they still grow in this season. Chive seeds. Let's do that. Leeks. Man, a lot of stuff. White fluffy taters. Absolutely. But they're expensive though. Spinach. Yeah, we can only buy 1, but that's good. A good start. We might not be able to fit absolutely everything in right this moment though, right? So we're probably gonna need to decide on what gets grown first. Or should I be removing some of the old stuff that we have in there, like the pumpkin vines and stuff? Might not be a bad idea if we're thinking of maximizing winter crops. So it'd be good to go out to Delphi's place just to, you know, have a look around the forest area to see what new things we might be able to find. But anyway, let's focus on gardening a little bit, and then we can move on to other things. Need to find a spot where things are going to fit. There. I'm just gonna be happy with the flowers, obviously. Probably just dump in a couple of our carrots in there. Will that fit? Yes, it will. Perfect. Alright. We need to find a spot for leeks. Oh, these guys like each other. Yeah, let's do that. And we do that there. Bit of spinach. Oh, and I've forgotten completely, but we need space for taters. White taters. Okay, these apparently play very nice together. Okay. Very good. And since we're still here, we should also water these guys, because I might risk of completely forgetting to do that. Oh, these are watered, apparently. Don't suppose we'd be able to make, like, some kind of a sprinkler system. That'd be nice. Don't have to sort of worry about watering stuff constantly. That looks good, that looks good. Okay, alright, I think we're done, and we should figure out how to make the Bywater dish. So we need mushrooms, hardy vegetables, and fish. I don't think there's really a need for us to make it a certain flavor, right? We could probably just do whatever we want. Seasoning-wise, apparently needs to taste of summer. I don't know how to read that, but I would have thought maybe lemons, maybe rosemary. I don't know, is rosemary a summer herb? I don't know, I feel like you can get, well, at least in this day and age, you can get rosemary all year round, so... Let's do maybe a sweet version of this dish, where we put like pumpkins and stuff like that. Actually, if we do a 3-star, that would bring it up to... We could push it up, right? Do we have any better mushrooms? For the puffballs, I think we only have 1 star. We could use a sadrud. Okay, we didn't get 2 stars there though. So I think that's what I was missing last time when we were trying to figure out how to get to 2 stars. It really needs to be the ingredients that get us over the line, I think. So I'm not going to worry about it with this particular tale because I don't think it's going to really make too much of a difference if we, you know, outperform ourselves. So I'm gonna downgrade a little bit. But yeah, let's do something like that. And we need to make 4 of these anyway, right? So I need to sort of power through this a little bit. Okay, first one done. Textured, we got 2 stars on... again, I don't know all of the starring, like, systems, because I don't think this one's related to the one that we were looking at before when we were building it out with the ingredients itself, so... so that one was a sweet one. We could do maybe a salty version. I don't think there's any veggies that are naturally salty, though. Maybe we can throw in... I was gonna say sparage could be good, but we don't really have a lot of sparage. Maybe we put some brown taters in there. I'm hoping I can add some salt to it. We can add some roof. Perfect, alright. One more. Man, I am really going to need to go out and buy some more flour and some more cream after all of this. Mushrooms. We can make a sour dish this time. Why not? So... eggplants, naturally sour. Anything else? And I could put stone loach in. Might do the gudgeon though, and that's going to turn out sour anyway, so I won't need to use any seasonings to adjust. Also, another thing that I feel like is a bit of a missed opportunity, but there are certain ingredients where you would definitely want to cook on the pan before you even use, right? So you would think stuff like fish would be, you know, something that you would want to cook out, or you would be forced to cook out, similar to, you know, the way we use eggs. But yeah, doesn't seem to be the case. So we can make one more, and I mean, we could do like a spicy one, I think. Although I am running out of chanterelles, maybe that's not such a good idea. Maybe we can do a bitter tasting one. Penny buns. Cabbage sprouts. Crown pumpkins. Don't really use crown pumpkins a lot in anything, do we? Oh, and I need to make a point of keeping some dawn days when we find some more. Okay, brilliant. So we've got the 4 dishes. So now we do need to just share the dish with Willow, Sandyman, young Tom Cotton, and Nora at the 3 Farthing Stone. So where is that? The 3 Farthing Stone. Maybe it's not giving me a direction because maybe I need to invite them over for a meal and plan it at that venue. Oh, hang on. No. I don't know how to complete this exactly. Maybe I need to speak to one of them. Sandyman's shop. 3 Farthing Stone. There. Okay. I'm surprised the game hasn't already pointed you in that direction from the get-go. Seems a bit strange. I am taking every opportunity to try and make a little bit of extra cash here. Because things are getting a little expensive. Need all that flour, all that cream. Unfortunately, this game sort of like reminds me of cost of living issues in this day and age, in this economy. Wouldn't it be nice to just like completely live off the land like these hobbits do? But you know what? You know, there have stuff like, you know, butter and cheeses and stuff. I know the processes are a bit ancient, but with butter, don't you need to make sure that we've got like a cold environment constantly? So I'm not entirely sure if butter was a seasonal ingredient in the past, like you could only get it like autumn and winter and perhaps maybe spring. Anyway, I digress. Let's get ourselves to the location, and hopefully there's something there that will tell us what we need to do to progress this tale. Oh, right up here. Oh, okay, I did not notice this before. Maybe I've just simply never been here. Yeah, let's have lunch. The 3 Farthing Stone, where the South Farthing, West Farthing, and East Farthing meet. I have visited all 3. Which one did I like the most? My new home, the West Farthing, I think. You get folks of all kinds here, from all corners of the Shire and beyond. Maybe because we're so close to the middle of the Shire. I've never been to the North Farthing, where Bandabras took fought against the goblins. Perhaps I should visit. Although I hear it's quite cold up there. On second thought, I've had enough adventure just moving here. The only adventure I want now is a new meal. Or perhaps a new place to eat a meal. Here? Like right here. The 3 Farthing Stone is a perfect place for a meal with friends. I definitely need to start inviting friends here. Onwards to more good food. The 3 Farthing Stone unlocked. You can now decorate and host shared meals at 3 Farthing Stone. Able to hold a medium amount of attendees, head to your writing desk to organize a shared meal to the new location. Hey, there we go. 3 Farthing Stone. Oh yes, there's a table here as well. Yeah, in the previous episode, was it? We sort of played around with decorating the sort of, you know, shared meal space, but then, I don't know, the game seemed to bug out every single time we did that, or we tried to do that. Okay, we can find a little bit of parsley everywhere. Some apples. So I'm getting told to go somewhere specific here. Oh, right. Yeah, that's real strange. I feel like it would have made a bit more sense if we stumbled across the 3 Farthing Stone much earlier, before even getting to the end of the Bywater dish quest, because it requires that you invite people over to that location to share the meal, which you can only do once you unlock. Yeah, very strange quest structure there, I would have to say. Probably could have been improved, but hey, it is what it is. We managed to work it out. I feel like it would have helped if, you know, one of the tutorial quests brought us out to that location. And, you know, it literally forced you to unlock the spot before introducing this quest line. So we can't exactly complete that quest today. But, no matter. We can do other things. I just want to make a bit more cash. So I need to go to the village very soon if I want to do that. Oh, we're full up. Let's maybe let this one go. So instead of going to town, I think I'll actually have a chat with Sandy Man today. And just buy a little bit of his flour. Do kind of need it. Will we make it in time, though? I feel like we're getting extremely close. Oh, that was close. Sandy Man, buy all my fish. I want to keep the dawn base, actually. And let me buy all of your flour. I'm gonna buy some 2-star flour as well. I think we really need to start thinking about using better ingredients for various dishes in order to be able to fulfill some of those missions. I'm just trying to see what we might be able to find. Blue! There she is! She's stuck on that island. Oh, it's the missing Mooma. She'll be very lonely over there, but I don't know how to get to her, or to get her back. Can you tell ma'am? Let's go and find her. Is she just gonna follow me? No. So we need to go and speak to Willow. I don't suppose I really need to do that right now, do I? Or... I suppose I could. Maybe just for the sake of completing this quest line. So, where is Willow? I mean, I knew she was probably just back at her home, but... people don't seem to get too far away from where they're usually hanging out. I wonder if it gets dark very quickly now that it's winter time. I don't want to see Sandy Man, I want to speak to Willow. There. Willow's workshop. So we mustn't forget to invite people over so that we can complete the quest, otherwise we'll be stuck. Okay. Let's see what happens. Hello, Willow. We found out what the problem was. I took Mooma down to the river to give her a bath, and she got swept away. I'm really sorry, ma'am. That's all right, Daisy. I'm not angry. I was just worried. I should have just stayed away from the river like you said. Then I'd still have Mooma. That water could have carried you away, like it carried away Mooma. That's why I didn't want you going there. I'll listen properly next time. We found Mooma. She's stuck on the banks of that small island, but we can't reach her. Ah, I know where you mean. And I know what we can do. Just give me a bit of time. Thank you for your help, Blue. Can I ask you a question, Blue? Of course. Did you let me win to cheer me up? Something beginning with T. It's got to be tree. We're standing in a forest. That's very funny. Goodbye. Questionable humor. Alright. So, I can probably go back to Willow, and you know what? That's probably, I'm just sort of thinking aloud here, but that's probably what's going to unlock the ability to cross into certain areas that are currently blocked off. So I think Willow's the one who will maybe clear debris, or perhaps maybe build bridges and stuff like that. So, anywho, we are back at home, and first things first, let's just dump a whole bunch of stuff in here. Alright, and let's just take a look at the club missions here. we need a 2-star dish using grapes and a 2-star dish using white buttons. There's the 2-star with the grapes. Why not? All right. Did we complete that? Yes. Okay, cool. Now for the white buttons though. What can we do? Can we get things over the line with crispy fish pie? We got a 3-star bacon, 3-star coney. Needs to be white buttons, right? There. Yeah. We're gonna use more mushrooms here. We'll have like an array of different flavors here. It'll come out sour though, I think. That's fine. The goal though is just to complete the mission, so I won't fuss too much over it. Nice. And there we go. So we should be able to speak to Lily now about unlocking the next station. Or cooking station, rather. Let's do the 3 farthing stone. So, will this tell us who needs to be invited? I think so. These people need to go. So 4 people. Nice. And... I mean, I can't exactly make like anything else for these people, right? It has to be the Bywater dish. So let's send the invites out. And I feel like we have the rest of the night to ourselves, really. So I kind of want to just like continue making a bit of cash if we can. I should have thrown a few things into storage. Thank you for helping Daisy. Dear Blue, thank you again for helping Daisy. She keeps telling me what a fine hobbit you are. I'm starting to believe her. This letter is inviting you back to see us. There's something I want you to see. I bet you she's repaired the bridge. Or built a bridge, or whatever, to the other side. So we'll check in at some point. There's just so much to do. Everyone wants us for something or other. So I'm gonna keep the Dawn Dace. Okay, looks good. But I reckon I'm gonna just give the stone bridge a try for fishing in this season. Oh, there's a big one there. Camera angle's not so good. Oh, okay. Nice common perch. So I thought we would only find those in the one fishing spot. I forget what it's called now. The Tree Lagoon or whatever. It's time to head home, and I think it's time for bed. So first things first is we should just go into town, sell a whole bunch of stuff, and then we'll go out to the picnic spot, have that meal. Should it be for breakfast? Maybe I can go and speak to Lily first at the Green Dragon before we even do anything. Doesn't seem like a bad idea to me. Oh, and it is actually snowing today. Very nice. Does that mean I don't need to worry about watering the plants, though? I presume maybe we might still need to water the plants. No. They are watered. Considered watered from all this snow. Well, that saves us a lot of time, although probably do need to harvest a whole bunch of veggies at this stage. Which could also mean that that is going to be our cue to buy more seeds. Get this back in. Should make everything happy. Alright. It never ends, it feels. I'm constantly doing something in the farm. Alright, everything else I think I'll sell. So let's share that meal. Why am I tracking the Sandy Man quest? Let me untrack that just so that I don't get too confused. I mean, since we're going into town, right? Okay, a few dawn days though, which means probably want to keep those. I can't imagine like walking around like barefoot in this weather though. Who do we need to speak to? Let's just start with Farmer Cotton and we can buy some seeds as well. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, carrot seeds? Yes, more of those please. Cauliflower we have not grown just yet, so could be good. Parsnips? Don't think we have any parsnips either. And no radish either. Might not be a bad idea. What did we get last time that we didn't really grow much of? The potatoes are expensive though. Sort of a little bit concerned about that. Let's do... I feel like maybe we only got like a little bit of spinach. Buy a couple more leek seeds. Alright, let's have a chat with Lily. Oh, she's not here. She's probably still at the farm then. Goodness me. Yeah, I forget that she starts the day back at her farm and then only moves to the Green Dragon sort of towards the end of the day when everyone wants to kick back and, you know, drink some Hobbit ale. And perhaps maybe have some nice pub grub. I don't suppose we get any berry bushes this season. No more peaches. I feel like it's a lot harder to spot stuff that we could harvest. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of stuff. No wild beef or anything like that. Anyway, let's not get too distracted. There she is. Yeah, tending to her farm. Makes sense. First thing in the day. Okay, she's got something for us. Yay. Okay, saucepan unlocked. You can now alter the texture and flavor of more ingredients with the saucepan. Saucepan makes compatible ingredients tender and can use a different variety of seasonings from other stations. Nice. Okay, the more cooking stations you own... Yeah, okay, we've seen that. I'm still not entirely sure about the whole mixing bowl thing though, because we never really get an option to use it. Well, I probably didn't need to go too crazy on the tasks then in that case, because we managed to get it over the line just simply by cooking a few dishes. But... garlic seeds. Interesting. When is a good time to grow garlic though? Alright. Well, with that done, and it already being perhaps past breakfast time, maybe it's a good idea for us to have second breakfast. So, let's organize that, shall we? A taste of Bywater. I assume this is taking us to... No, it's taking us home for whatever reason. Let's go out to the actual location that we need to go. I'm sort of wanting to just check on the hills and stuff to see if there's any other forageables that we can find. Snowy wax cap. Not seen those. Oh, what's this? Nasturtium. Okay, and let me just untag that because I just don't want the waypoint thing to get in the way of any cutscenes. Alright, let's confirm and invite everyone. We should have all of the dishes ready. So, I mean, everyone seems to be pretty happy with this, right? So... Oh, hang on. Someone seems a bit unhappy about the dish. He seems very happy with this one, though. So... perhaps maybe... what I should have done... in hindsight... is... I should have, maybe checked on, you know, what kind of flavor people were after. So, unfortunately, young Tom is not going to be that impressed, but you know what? At the end of the day, we're just trying to complete this tale. It looks delicious though, I'm not gonna lie. Getting inspired. Maybe I should try and make a fish pie with like a creamy sauce. The question is, what kind of fish would be good? Yeah, he thinks it's alright. He didn't go in for another bite. And his smile was a little bit, you know, it was like a fake smile. Alright, everyone seems to be relatively happy, except for young Tom, but, you know, he'll live. Yeah, we didn't quite get to level 4 with him. Apparently we're at level 5 with Sandy Man, that's very surprising indeed. Oh, and we managed to satisfy a craving. Alright. Thank you all for sharing this meal. This is the first time hobbits have had the Bywater dish. And it won't be the last, it was delicious. It reminded me of my old mam and dad. And tasted like home. This was a fine dish, something to be proud of, hobbits. Well done. Thank you, Mr. Sandyman. We should thank you, Bluebanks. Hear, hear. Of course, it's only a genuine Bywater dish if it's made with Sandyman's Bywater flour. I thought you said it was Hobbiton flour. I'm expanding my business. Well, it's a fine meal either way. That it is, a fine meal. And on that, I think we can all agree. Once the assessor hears how strong our fellowship is in Bywater, he'll be knocking down our door to declare us a village. Cool, alright, so wait to hear back about the village campaign. Hopefully we hear some good news this time around, because obviously we failed to achieve village status last time. But what about that wolf's head? We sort of still need to do something about that, no? Anyway, questions aside, I think this is a decent place for a bit of a break. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Drop a like and some comments down below. Stay true.